Hey guys, it's Impauldio here, and it's time for a deck update. Well, you guys have all voted that I should do a deck update on Impauldio, even though it's very long overdue. But then again, it's because DZ-BT11 is coming in English, so I'm just doing it for the sake of the English people, so they can have an idea what to do. So yeah, it's Impauldio. It is what it is, and with the double rare from DZ-BT11, it actually makes the deck a little more giving you enough draw power and also giving you power up if you mix the gauge. And there are many ways you could build Impauldio now that I've got most of support. So without further ado, let's go on the deck profile. Or deck update rather. So the right line is obviously not changed. File stater, just give it the theme. You never forget to generate your system code exceed token. That's volley, so you can just gauge one more when you grab Impauldio, and Impauldio being the main boss himself, allowing you to put a card from drop into gauge, and allowing you to build a board, and also giving 5 keys for every 2 gauge in your gauge zone. So the right line has not changed. I am not going to say much here. Alright, so let's go on to the Great Freeze. So the Great Freeze, I mean, obviously True Persona. Now, there is something I want to say about the Persona. So I've seen some lists that they take out a Persona entirely, which in itself, it does, it really depends on the build. Like, I've seen people play without the Personas, because the gauge can just skill pretty much bigger. But the reason why I'm playing it is because, well, I just want to make it more threatening. Sure, it might not be practical if you want to make if you want to make a deck that's much more tanky, but I think with Persona it does help quite a bit. And I'm playing that, and you realize in this build, if you're playing Persona, the space is a little bit tight, and I'll say that. I'll explain more in a bit. Alright, next up, I play for Vinchstar. So Vinchstar is, see the camera's fine. Okay, so Vinchstar is your drive checker deck. So it allows you to drive check. You have 4 gauges, and it allowing you to get 2 drives if you have 8 gauges. I mean, it's still important cards to run that. Alright, so let's go on to Great 2s. The Great 2s, I now reduced my Hades, to 2. So if you guys didn't know by now, even though Impauldio is still a kill turn deck, it's still not a main focus of being a 4 attack deck. So the reason why I reduced Hades just down to 2 is because, well, if it's there, it's a bonus. You can, and if you know you can kill a opponent off, you should go with the kill turn. Otherwise, then yeah, you're pretty much dead at that point. So I didn't run many of it because, quite frankly, you don't need too many. And if you just see one and you know you can go for the kill turn, you might as well go for it. So no need to be too many of it. So I reduced it back to 2. I play for Nebula Invoke. I mean, it's shield obviously, so you do need to play that. And I've taken out a Rennie, and in place I return back with the Rainbow Cycles. I've played 3 of them now. So if you can't afford the Rainbow Cycles, you can play a Rennie in place of it. And in fact, if you want to play a cycle-less build, you can just pretty much play. You can put a Rennie in place of that. So reason why I'm playing the Rainbow Cycles is because I'm playing Blitzlord in the deck. So in order to play 2 Blitzlords twice, in fact, I'm playing like 3 Blitzlords in the main deck and percent shields along the way. It really helps a lot. So if you cannot afford the Rainbow Cyclers, you can go for the Rennie. It still works, and but to be frank, the current meta does have a lot of root cards you can retire, to be brutally honest. So I think the percent shield so you can get more advantage really. Still get to Bus Barrage, quite an aquatic card at the time. Now it's fine because it's reprinted as a promo, so you don't worry about that. It allows you to get your Great 2s from drop and become shield along with this card. Right, that's for the Great 2. So the Great 1s, now I still play for Heavy Roller. Heavy Roller is still your board builder, so you do need to play that. And also helps you profit gauge if you want to get the 5k. Just like before, Impauldio is a really resource heavy deck, so you don't want to use too much resources again, which is why I reduced Hades to 2 now. So there's that. And here's a new guy. Here is for at Forefront. So Forefront skill, auto on reverse circle. But if you have 4 more gauges, the cost of this skill can be reduced by energy pass 2. At the end of a battle, this unit boosted. If you have a system quick seed token in your order zone, you can energy pass 2, retire this unit, and draw 1. So essentially, it's a painkiller for Impauldio. Allows you to draw, which is pretty good. And second skill, auto. When this unit, auto. When this unit is put into the gauge by your active ability of your Great Impauldio, you can choose a unit and give it plus 5k. if you have two or more other copies in the gauge, you can choose 2 instead of 1. So it's pretty much like Roving Pro, but it's allowing you to spread out evenly, and it's basically helps you draw as well, which is pretty good. So it's a painkiller for Impauldio, pretty good. It allows you to draw pieces, so you don't have to rely on your draw triggers most of the time to get it. So there's that. And because, like I said, it's a very kill turn deck, you still need to play for Bubble Mine. So if I would be honestly speaking, if you want to build Impauldio now, or in general, like the core is not expensive at all, but the only thing is costly other than this, you don't want to count the stream cycles, is in Bubble Mine. So if you want to build Impauldio, my suggestion is get Bubble Mine now, because in the future, Zorga Phantom might have the possibility of using Bubble Mine, which might go under price. So if you, I think, like I said, if you want to build Impauldio or any other rank in general that is Bubble Mine, get your Bubble Mines now, because once the Zorga Phantom comes out, it's gonna go in price. I played 3 of Defect PGs, 1 Crest Elementaria, just to put it there. Your triggers are unchanged. Vanguard T, 8 effect, 4 crits, 4 wing effect crits, 3 shield draws, and 4 vanilla heals. So that is it for my deck update on Impauldio. It's pretty quick. I will just say it first that now Impauldio is much more balanced in a sense, with the new card allowing you to get your pieces. I've played my other builds, my previous builds, and again, if you cannot afford the Rainbow Cyclers, Irene is fine, but I feel that the Cyclers do benefit a little bit more compared to Irene, even though it's, yes, it's a 50k booster. But in general, it is a pretty threatening deck. Like, it can scale up a lot more, and pretty scary if I put myself. With that being said, that's it for my deck update. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did like it, do like, share, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.